Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the next topic. Today we will learn about the definition of democracy and the features of democracy. So let's start from the definition. Let's get back to our discussion on similarities and differences among governments that are called democracies. One simple factor common to all democracies is the government is chosen by the people. We could thus start with a simple definition that democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. So, what is the simple definition of democracy? The simple definition of democracy is that in democracy, rulers are elected by the people. It means democracy has a government in which the rulers are elected by the people. This is a useful starting point. This definition allows us to separate democracy from forms of government that are clearly not democratic. So, if we want to compare the democracy with non-democracy, we can make a comparison by showing that if rulers are elected by the people, it is called democratic government. If the rulers are not elected by the people, so that cannot be called a democratic government. That can be called a non-democratic government. In this way, we can distinguish between democratic government and non-democratic government. The army rulers of Myanmar were not elected by the people. Those who happened to be in control of the army became the rulers of the country. People had no say in this decision. What happened in Myanmar? The army rulers, those who were running the government, they were not the rulers who were elected by the people. It happened to be in control of the army. All the power was in the hand of the army, and they became the rulers of the country. People had no say in this decision, means people had not chosen them. So, dictators like Pinochet are not elected by the people. This also applies to monarchies. The kings of Saudi Arabia rule not because the people have chosen them to do so, but because they happen to be born into the royal family. So, this simple definition is not adequate. It reminds us that democracy is people's rule. But if we use this definition in an unthinking manner, we would end up calling almost every government that holds an election in democracy. That would be very misleading. As we shall find out in chapter 3, every government in contemporary world wants to be called a democracy, even if it is not so. That is why we need to carefully distinguish between a government that is democracy and one that pretends to be one. We can do so by understanding each word in this definition carefully and spelling out the features of a democratic government. So, I have given you the examples of different countries. I have shown you with the example that the army rule in Myanmar cannot be called a democratic rule, or the rule of Pinochet. He was a dictator, and dictators like Pinochet in Chile were the that type of government cannot be called a democratic government because it is called dictatorship. He was also not elected by the people, and in the same way, the kings of Saudi Arabia, they rule in Saudi Arabia because the people have chosen them. They are not ruling in this way because people have chosen them, because they happen to be born into the royal family. That's why they are ruling or they are the rulers of Saudi Arabia. So, in this way, we can clearly define the democratic government and non-democratic government, and now we can clear that which type of government can be called democratic government, and in this way some people may have this type of confusion that every country which is holding election can be called democratic government. No, it is not so. For that, to clear this, we are going to discuss in detail the features of a democracy. So, what can be the features of democracy in this? In the with learning the features, we can clearly mention that what type of government is there and what is that which make comparison between the which is helpful in comparing the democratic country and non democratic country. इट मीन्स कि ये नहीं है कि जहाँ इलेक्शंस हो रहे हैं तो वो उसे हम डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री कह दें। कई बार क्या होता है कि इलेक्शंस हो रहे होते हैं लेकिन फिर भी हम उसे डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री नहीं कहते, उसे हम फीचर्स के द्वारा समझते हैं। सो फीचर्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, we have started with a simple definition that democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. This raises many questions. So democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. क्या अगर रूलर्स को लोग चुनते हैं तो क्या हम उसे केवल डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट कह सकते हैं? नहीं। Who are the rulers in this definition? It has not been cleared. So who are the rulers? Rulers कौन है? Which officials must be elected for any government to be called a democracy? Which decisions may be taken by non-elected officials in a democracy? It has not been mentioned. So what kind of election constitutes a democratic election? So which type of election can be called a democratic election? Or what conditions must be fulfilled for an election to be considered democratic? क्या हम सब तरह के इलेक्शंस को डेमोक्रेटिक कह सकते हैं? नहीं कह सकते। वो कौन कौन सी कंडीशंस हैं जो अवश्य ही फुलफिल होनी चाहिए ताकि हम किसी भी इलेक्शंस को डेमोक्रेटिक कह सकें? हु आर द पीपल हु कैन इलेक्ट द रूलर्स और गेट इलेक्टेड एज रूलर्स? Should this include every citizen on an equal basis? Can a democracy deny some citizen this right? So finally, what kind of form of government is democracy? Can elected rulers do whatever they want in a democracy? Suppose in democracy we have chosen our rulers, we have elected our rulers, but after electing them, can the rulers after being elected they can do in their own ways? यानी वो अपनी मनमर्जी कर सकते हैं? कैसा होता है डेमोक्रेसी के अंदर? और मस्ट ए डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट फंक्शन विद ए सम लिमिट्स? मीन्स आर देयर सम लिमिट्स ऑन द यूज ऑफ पावर बाय द रूलर्स? इज इट नेसेसरी फॉर अ डेमोक्रेसी टू रिस्पेक्ट सम राइट्स ऑफ द सिटीजन्स? क्या ये आवश्यक है कि डेमोक्रेसी कुछ नागरिकों के अधिकारों के सम्मान करे? लेट अस कंसीडर ईच ऑफ दीज क्वेश्चंस विद द हेल्प ऑफ सम एग्जांपल्स. मेजर डिसीजंस बाय इलेक्टेड लीडर्स. So now we are going to give you some examples of different countries, and with showing these examples we can clearly distinguish between a democratic country and a non-democratic country. In Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf led a military coup in October 1999. 1999 में क्या हुआ कि जो जनरल परवेज मुशर्रफ थे पाकिस्तान के, उन्होंने वो मुखिया थे मिलिट्री coup के. He overthrew a democratically elected government and declared himself the chief executive of the country. Means he overthrew a democratic elected government and he declared himself the chief executive of the country. Later he changed his designation to president. बाद में उसने अपने designation को बदल दिया, chief executive of the country से उसने अपने आप को president घोषित कर दिया. And in 2002 held a referendum in the country that granted him a 5-year extension. Means after that he passed a referendum and he extended his power for more 5 years. Pakistani media, human rights organization and democracy activities said that the referendum was based on which on malpractices and fraud. In August 2002 he issued a legal framework order that amended the constitution of Pakistan. जब ऐसी बात होने लगी कि जब जो मीडिया थी पाकिस्तान की, उन्होंने और जो एक्टिविस्ट थे, डेमोक्रेटिक जो एक्टिविस्ट थे, पॉलिटिकली एक्टिविस्ट थे, उन्होंने ये कहा कि ये जो रेफरेंडम पास किया गया था ये सिर्फ फ्रॉड पर बेस्ड था, यानी धोखाधड़ी थी. तो इससे बचने के लिए व्हाट हैपेंड इन अगस्त 2002 ही इशूड ए लीगल फ्रेमवर्क ऑर्डर. He issued a legal framework order and that amended the constitution of Pakistan. According to this order, what was this legal framework order? According to this order, the president can dismiss the national and provincial assemblies. Means after this amendment, legal amendment in the constitution. Now the president had the power to dismiss the national as well as state level assemblies or provincial assemblies. The work of the civilian cabinet is supervised by National Security Council, who supervise the work of the civil cabinet. It is supervised by our National Security Council, which is dominated by military officers. Who dominates this National Security Council? It is dominated by military officers. तो military officers किसके थे? तो military officers का तो ये खुद ही क्या था, मुखिया था, head था. And after passing this law, elections were held to the national and provincial assemblies. इस कानून को पास करने के बाद नेशनल लेवल पर और क्षेत्रीय लेवल पर विधानसभाओं के भी चुनाव करवाए गए. सो पाकिस्तान हैज़ हैड इलेक्शन, मीन्स पाकिस्तान में भी इलेक्शन हुए. इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स हैव सम पावर्स और दोज हु वर इलेक्टेड दे हैड सम पावर्स. उनके पास कुछ शक्तियां थी, बट द फाइनल पावर रेस्टेड विद मिलिट्री ऑफिसर्स एंड जनरल मुशर्रफ हिमसेल्फ. तो फाइनल पावर किसके पास थी? या तो मिलिट्री ऑफिसर्स के पास थी या फिर जनरल मुशर्रफ के खुद के पास थी. मीन्स केवल जो इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स थे उनके पास तो कुछ एक नाम मात्र की ही शक्तियां होती थी. ऑल द पावर्स वर एंजॉयड बाय द मिलिट्री ऑफिसर्स एंड द जनरल मुशर्रफ हिमसेल्फ. सो क्लियरली देयर आर मैनी रीजंस why Pakistan under General Musharraf should not be called democracy. So basically you have idea why we cannot call this type of government a democratic government, because elections were held. It doesn't mean that elections are being held and that we can call if the elections are being held in any country, then we can call it this is a democratic country, this is a democratic election. So it is not enough to contest the election or to hold the election. It is not enough. Means इलेक्शन होना अपने आप में सीमित नहीं है, लेकिन इलेक्शंस के साथ साथ पावर्स किसके पास, इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ पावर्स है या नहीं है, क्या उनको फेयर तरीके से चुनाव हुआ है या नहीं है, ये सब का होना बड़ा ज़रूरी है. बट लेट अस फोकस ऑन वन ऑफ दीज. कैन वी से दैट द रूलर्स आर इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल इन पाकिस्तान? नहीं, not quite. People may have elected their representatives to the national and provincial assemblies, but those elected representatives were not really the rulers. यानी कि अगर उनको चुना भी गया है तो हम उन्हें ये नहीं कह सकते कि वही लोग जो है रूलर्स भी थे, क्योंकि उनके पास नामात्र की शक्तियां थी. They cannot take the final decision. They cannot take the final decision. The power to take final decision rested with army officials and with General Musharraf, and none of them were elected by the people. सो ना तो जनरल मुशर्रफ लोगों के द्वारा चुना गया था, ना ही आर्मी ऑफिशियल्स, क्योंकि सारी शक्तियों का आनंद तो आर्मी ऑफिशियल्स ले रहे थे या जनरल मुशर्रफ ले रहा था, क्योंकि जो बाकी के जो डिसीजन होते थे इनके पास नाम मात्र की शक्तियाँ होती थी. तो हम इस तरह के इलेक्शंस को डेमोक्रेटिक इलेक्शंस या डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री नहीं कह सकते. दिस हैपन्स इन मैनी डिक्टेटरशिप्स एंड मोनार्चीज. दे फॉर्मली हैव एन इलेक्टेड पार्लियामेंट. ऐसा बहुत सारे क्या होता है, जहाँ डिक्टेटरशिप होती है वहाँ भी चुनाव होते हैं कई बार. जहाँ मोनार्चीज होती हैं, जहाँ मोनार्क लोग चुने जाते हैं, राजा लोग चुने जाते हैं, वहाँ पर भी ऐसे तो चुनाव होते हैं, लेकिन दे फॉर्मली हैव एन इलेक्टेड पार्लियामेंट एंड गवर्नमेंट, बट द रियल पावर इज विद दोज हु आर नॉट इलेक्टेड. यानी कि चुनाव होता है, पार्लियामेंट होती है, गवर्नमेंट होती है, लेकिन रियल पावर तो उनके पास होती है जिन्हें चुना नहीं गया है, इलेक्ट नहीं किया गया है. इन ए फ्यू कंट्रीज द रियल पावर वाज विद सम एक्सटर्नल पावर्स एंड नॉट विद लोकली इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स. और ऐसे बहुत ही कम ऐसे देश थे जहाँ पर रियल पावर जो थी एक्सटर्नल पावर्स के पास थी, ना कि लोकली इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स के पास थी. दिस कैन नॉट बी कॉल्ड पीपल्स रूल. इसे हम क्या नहीं कह सकते, लोगों का शासन नहीं कह सकते. दिस गिव्स अस द फर्स्ट फीचर. इन ए डेमोक्रेसी द फाइनल डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर मस्ट रेस्ट विद दोज इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल. तो फर्स्ट फीचर हमारे पास निकल कर क्या आई है कि इन डेमोक्रेसी द फाइनल डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर मस्ट रेस्ट विद दोज इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल. यानी कि जिन्हें लोगों ने चुना है उन्हीं के पास सारी शक्तियां होनी चाहिए, उनके पास फाइनल डिसीजन लेने की पावर होनी चाहिए. इफ दे हैव नो पावर ऑफ टेकिंग फाइनल डिसीजन, देन दिस कैन नॉट बी कॉल्ड ए डेमोक्रेटिक इलेक्शन और डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट. तो फर्स्ट फीचर क्या होनी चाहिए कि जो है इन डेमोक्रेसी द फाइनल डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर मस्ट रेस्ट विद दोज elected by the people. So this is the first feature of democracy. In the next video we will learn about the different other features of democracy. Thanks and have a nice day. आज का आपका जो होमवर्क है अपने इस चैप्टर की फीचर्स के बारे में ही पढ़ना है और कंपैरिजन देखना है डेमोक्रेटिक एंड नॉन डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट में क्या होता है. थैंक्स एंड हैव ए नाइस डे.